Is there a person in any English-speaking country in the world that hasn't heard of Amazon, or even many of the non-English-speaking countries in the world? It's a huge online marketplace. Here's a mind-blowing statistic. Every day, the average sale on Amazon is $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion every day. But the good news is it's a marketplace that really depends on a whole lot of people contributing to it to be able to have those sales. And so by that end, that means there's a lot of places that side hustles could be possibilities. You don't even really have to leave home for many of them to be able to earn some extra money from lots of aspects of Amazon. So I just want to explain a few to you today, and a couple of them I think are pretty non-talked about, and they could be ones that might actually be a good fit for you. Hey, I'm Diane, I'm 55. I've started this channel to help Gen Xers like myself and early boomers have more opportunities for impact and influence, and also the opportunity to earn some extra money. So that's the one we're going to be focusing on today. So in the last few years, I've had experience with a lot of the different arms of Amazon that can serve as side hustles. And some of them have been a great fit for me. Some of them have not really worked with my time availability or, just other things that just hasn't made it work for me. But there's so many to choose from. It just feels like you can keep trying new ones to find ones that work. And I feel like I've done that. I just want to share some basic information on the ones that I have firsthand knowledge with you today so that I can say, yeah, it's a real thing. But I do want to add some caveats here. Number one, for my international friends, I'm not sure how many of these go to other platforms outside of the United States, so that will definitely take some research on your part. And speaking of research, I'm just going to be hitting the high level on some of these. Don't want to bore you with 1,000 details on these, but I want to make you aware of some of the opportunities that are available, and then just invite you to start your research from there and really dig into the ones that are catching your eye. I think YouTube is a great place to learn about all of this stuff, and obviously just Googling them and finding things too. But I want to give you an introduction and allow you to dig into the ones that are going to be possibly a good fit for you. All right, so what's the way that probably the most people have heard of the option of making money from Amazon with? I'm going to guess that might be the Amazon affiliate program. So what that is once you get accepted into the program, you would have access to special links for Amazon products that you would then make YouTube videos that mention something about that content with, or write a blog post, or, I believe TikTok is also in it too, that you can post things and have these links available for your viewers to click on. And when they click on, then go through and actually make that purchase from Amazon, you would get a commission from that sale because Amazon's saying, hey, you're the one that drove it to Amazon for them to buy. We're going to say thanks and give you a small commission from what's sold. At this point in time, the person who clicked on that link that you promoted, if they go on to buy anything else from Amazon within the next 24 hours, you also have an opportunity to make a small commission from that too. The amount of the commission depends on what kind of product it is. There is kind of a sliding scale that I think Amazon has on its site. You can see what types of products would have the higher commissions. So you can apply to be part of the Amazon affiliate program if you have an active blog, an active YouTube channel, which is how I got approved, or an active TikTok channel. So they don't really list the requirements for followers with these channels to be approved. I would definitely say that the biggest thing they're looking for is engagement. So say if you have a YouTube channel, the more posts you put on, the more followers you get, the more people who are commenting and you commenting back and so forth creates the engagement that makes Amazon say, hey, I think this is a pretty active channel and I think this would be someone who is good to go ahead and promote our products. So once you get approved to be part of the Amazon affiliate program, you're in good shape to go to specific products that you want to promote. So you wouldn't just go to a browser within your own normal Amazon page. You want to go and log in through the affiliate program. And when you go to that same product, it'll have a special link up top that when you grab that link and then you put it in, like in my case, I put it in my YouTube description. And when someone clicks on those links, I get a small commission from it. It is no extra cost to the buyer whatsoever, and Amazon, again, is giving the commission because I drew the attention to the product. So I'm doing it because these are products that I'm using. People are asking me for the products that I'm using, like in this case, like to create videos. So in all my descriptions, you'll see that I have a list down there of the Amazon links for these products. No extra cost to the buyer, gives me a little bit of a commission, and it's a nice way to make some extra money with creating a YouTube channel that I think could work for just about anybody. So there is a newer program on Amazon that is drawing a lot of interest, and I just got approved for this program myself a couple weeks ago, and that is referred to as the Amazon Influencer Program. So it differs from the affiliate program because you're actually creating videos that will show up on the product page itself on Amazon. It's not on an outside site that's pushing traffic to Amazon. It's actually on the Amazon product page itself. So Amazon realizes that most everybody who purchases something on Amazon, certainly myself included, that you're going to look at the reviews and see what people have to say about it before you make your purchasing decision. So you go and you see what people like about it, what they don't like about it, and probably make your decision from there. So, but isn't it more powerful to kind of see the product in action? So, for example, a couple days ago, I made a review on this Hydro Jug cup that I have. And I make a big point that it doesn't leak when you turn it over. And that's my favorite thing about it. So I could say that, or in my video, I show the fact that you can turn it upside down and it's full of water and it doesn't leak. And that is my favorite thing about it. And that certainly carries a little bit more power than me just kind of typing that as a text in a review. So Amazon is welcoming people that they approve in their program. And I will say the bar to be approved in this program is a good bit higher than the affiliate program. So you can apply with an active social media account. And I believe that would include an active Facebook page, an X account, a TikTok channel, or a YouTube channel. And my YouTube channel here is how I got approved to be part of that program. And again, they're very much looking for engagement. I think you can apply for 3 times, and if you don't make it that 3rd time, you have a certain amount of time that you have to wait before you can apply again. But again, they're not looking to be flooded with this. They want to have creators that they probably know a little bit more about, like the technical end of what they're doing, and are producing videos. You have to submit 3 videos that they approve for you to get into the program too. So they kind of want to know that you can speak intelligently, that you aren't going to be like totally weird in how you review products, and it's going to be something that will be an additive thing on that product page. So when people watch the video, they're going to say, hey, I think that's really the one for me. So on to another category of potential side hustle income from Amazon. Now, a little hint, I'm leaving the ones that you may not have heard of till the end. So hey, please stay tuned for them. So a lot of people participate in what's called the Amazon Seller Program. So a whole huge category of the amount of things for sale on Amazon isn't produced by Amazon. It's sent into Amazon or created by other producers for Amazon to be the marketplace where they're sold. And that can range anything from you creating an entire product line that would be sold on Amazon to perhaps, finding online sales for things that are cheaper than what they sell for on Amazon that you can purchase and then provide to Amazon and sell at a profit there and make your money from that. So another aspect, I know I talked in another video, I'll show you which one here, talk more about the aspect of selling used books on Amazon. So if you go to Amazon and purchase a book, you often see a side category where you have the option to buy it used. And then you'll see a whole list with the description and what sort of shape they're in, whether they're excellent or whether they're kind of more turned up. And, if you want to pay a cheaper price and you don't mind that it's marked up and dog-eared, then you have that option. So that could be something where you go to thrift stores and yard sales and find books and scan them and see whether they're actually on sale for Amazon and whether you can make a profit by having that lower price one that you purchased at the thrift shop and then sell it on Amazon for a profit. A lot of people are participating in that. It could be something that could be an easy kind of entry point if you wanted to be selling on Amazon, because there's a couple different ways that it's shipped. Either you ship it straight to Amazon or you can ship it straight to the customer. So definitely something that you could do some research on and see if that's something that could be an option for you. But selling on Amazon can take on a whole lot of different forms. There's a million different ways you can do it. So that's just a general overview. If anything comes to mind with that, do your research. It could be something that could be a good fit. All right, so now on to maybe the more creative end of having things that you can make money from Amazon with. For years, people have talked about, and there's a zillion YouTube channels about writing books and then selling them on Amazon. So that can take a few different forms. That could be a book that you would write that would only be sold for reading on Kindle. Or you could also send it in and create a format for it, either you or somebody that you pay to create that format, so it's sold as a paperback too. Once someone buys that paperback copy, Amazon has print-on-demand copying that they actually print that book at that point in time, and then mail it out to fulfill that order to the person. I know that lots of Gen Xers and Boomers are very interested in writing books. We have a lot of things to offer through life experience and so forth, so a lot of people are interested and are actually writing books, whether they be nonfiction or fiction, and putting them on Amazon as the platform to be able to sell. I will say that it's a crowded place. I have a couple Kindle books up, and it's hard to get attention to them. So I will say, and I think I'll probably make a video in the future because several people have asked about this, that a YouTube channel is an excellent way to help market and garner attention to the books that, is drawing in information from the outside that then you send them to the link in the description on your YouTube video for someone to go straight to the book and buy it. So there's a lot of options of what you can do to get attention, but I will actively encourage you that if you want to write a book and put it on Amazon, whether it's Kindle or paperback or both, you've got to do some work to draw attention to it, because just kind of finding it on the zillions of things that exist on Amazon is pretty hard, but it's certainly something that's doable, and YouTube's a great way to do it. Okay. Now, here are the two options that maybe don't garner quite as much attention and maybe have a lower point of entry for you if you're looking for these ways to create some extra income on Amazon. When you purchase a book on Amazon, a lot of times you can see that you got several choices. Like we talked about, there's hardcover, there's paperback, there's Kindle, and then you'll also see that there's an audiobook option. Amazon has its own platform that's called Audible to be able to search for audiobooks and then be able to download them through there into an app that you have on your phone so you could listen to an audiobook. Now, I guess there's a whole population of people in the world that would rather listen to a book than read it. I'm not in that category, but hey, plenty of people are. And, there's ease that comes from that, just to be able to listen to it on a commute or while you're at the gym or during yard work or anything else that you just want to listen to a book rather than read it. I think since podcasts have exploded so much, audiobooks might just be like the next step from that, where you get a lot more information and it's easy for you to consume. So, of course, Amazon has seized on this opportunity and have created their audiobook platform, Audible. And if you go and look in the Audible app, you can also kind of tell that there's a lot of books that were created just for Audible. Now, what's the benefit to that? A lot less competition, because you're just producing it for people to be able to listen to. So, my Gen X and early Boomer friends who want to be writing a book, don't sleep on the option that you can just write books that are just for Audible and not have nearly as much competition. Now, they can be nonfiction, they can be fiction, on whatever content categories that you see are there. So that could be a great starting point, or it could be something where you just focus on only creating books for Audible and enjoy the opportunity that you have a higher likelihood that people are going to find it because they're not searching through thousands and thousands on Amazon, but they have the content in mind. They're looking for an audiobook, so they go to Audible and search through the category and find yours that is there with a lot less competition. That could be really something to think about. So you might be wondering, how do I record said audiobook to be able to put on Amazon? I'm glad you asked. Amazon, of course, has its own special platform to accomplish that goal too, and that's called the ACX platform. If you are a decent reader and you don't have a terrible voice and you don't speak in a monotone, you can sign up to be a narrator that someone would choose to record their audiobook through the ACX platform. You just have to make some little audition recordings and post on there so people can see and kind of sense whether you might be the right kind of voice to record that book. It doesn't take a lot of special equipment. It might take a little bit of extra training, but again, YouTube is your friend to learn how to do this. But that's easily something that you could just kind of sit in the quiet of your house and be able to record these things and make some extra money simply from recording audiobooks that are then sold on Amazon. The authors that are creating these many times aren't interested in doing the recording. They'd like to pass that off to somebody and not have to worry about it, and you could be the person to do that for them. Okay, so what's that? 6 different ways that we talked about there that you can make money on Amazon. And trust me, there's a lot more. These are just the ones that I've had some personal experience with over the years and can say, yeah, these are really valid things. Do they all take some learning curve to figure out how to do? Yes. And again, I put that on you to do some research and dig into the details and see whether it's a good fit. And do they all take some work? obviously, yes, this is not a, oh, magical way to have money fall out of the sky just because you're doing something on Amazon. Again, some of these have a lot of competition and you have to find a way to rise above, but there's definitely ways to do that. So if there are any that are really catching your attention, I'd be curious to see what you're thinking about that. So I'd love for you to leave a comment of what you'd be thinking about. And if there's ones that really kind of rise that there's a lot of attention in, maybe I can make some further explanation videos on them. But I'm just curious to see whether any of these catch your attention. So remember that $1.4 billion every day that Amazon brings in that we talked about at the start of this video? They need a lot of people to help make that happen. And you could be someone who contributes to that cause and then gets paid accordingly with side hustle income from that. So yeah, they need a big audience. They need people who create content and products. They need people who write books and read them. They need people to leave reviews. They need people to attract attention to what they're selling. So there's a lot of options. And is there competition? Yeah, but it's a huge ecosystem within Amazon that I think there's really room that if you want to kind of learn the trade and get into it, you can definitely find some ways to earn money on Amazon, much of it on your own schedule and much of it from home. So I hope you'll check into it. And if earning some extra money in this high-priced economy before the end of this year and in the beginning of the next year is something that's forefront on your mind, I really encourage you to take a look at these options and see whether any of them are going to be right for you.